So I have this theory that anti-Semitism, irrational Jew hatred, is the default emotion, the default sentiment, the default point of view of the human race. And that barring divine influence and divine intervention and the influence of the Word of God on people's hearts, they're just going to gravitate towards anti-Semitism because there's a whole spiritual thing surrounding God's choosing of the Jewish people and Satan's hatred of the Jewish people. And that's why so much of the attack against Israel and the Jewish people is irrational. Well, there is a real battleground now on college campuses when it comes to anti-Semitism, when it comes to classes, lectures, presentations that will be anti-Israel. And University of California at Berkeley, there was controversy over a class that was going to be offered, and the belief of many of the Jewish students was this class would just be Israel bashing. It would be one-sided in its narrative, so pro-Palestinian that it would be completely hostile to Israel. The class was temporarily canceled, and then it was reinstated, and no sooner was it reinstated than there are headlines announcing what's going on the campus. The Allgemeiner reports this: posters demonizing Jews crop up on UC Berkeley campus as controversial anti-Zionism course reinstated. And look at this sign there: Jewish bullies smash free speech at Cal and are pledged $38 billion. Attention non-Jews, pay up and shut up. That's what's being said. These are some of the posters that are coming up. Why? Because there is this anti-Israel sentiment. And when people drew attention to the fact that this class would be biased and unfair, its whole reading list was slanted in one direction only. It was meant to paint the Jewish people, the settlers, in one way only. When there was protest about it, oh, now these Jews, these people from the outside, they're trying to influence the university in the wrong way. Here, look at this flyer that was handed out. Should advocates for a foreign state decide what classes are offered at UC Berkeley? On September 13th, 43 groups outside of the UC system, including advocates for a foreign state, meaning Israel, sent a letter to Chancellor Dirks claiming that a decal did not coincide with their perspective of the world, so a class that was going to be taught there. The Chancellor promptly suspended the class without any consultation of the facilitator or the academic senate. Should outside groups hold such influence over the Chancellor that he will suspend classes, a power he does not have? Actually, when people brought attention to the university about this class and raised concerns, it was said that they didn't go through the proper channels to get it approved. That's why it was temporarily stopped. And then when they followed the proper channels, that's when the class was reinstated. Nonetheless, there are serious objections to this class. Listen to this. Listen to what Aviva Slomich, International Campus Director of CAMERA, said. And CAMERA is reporting accurately on Israel. By condoning a class that is so explicit in undermining the Jews' historical ties to the land of Israel and Israel's right to continue to exist, the school is perpetuating an anti-Semitic atmosphere on campus. That is not an exaggeration. And when you see these anti-Israel signs coming up, when you see these signs coming up as if it's an evil outside influence, and then it's all about money, pay up or shut up, and these are the standard emotions, sentiments, worldviews that rise up because they are in the hearts of people, because of human evil, because of Satan, because of our fallen nature. It doesn't mean everything Israel does is perfect. It doesn't mean the Jews are perfect. It means the hatred against Israel is irrational, over the top, and the world deals with Israel based on a different set of measures compared to the way it treats everyone else. And I can assure you, if there was a class that was being offered at UC Berkeley where the Palestinians were being bashed the way the Israelis are being bashed, there would be an outcry all over the campus and maybe all over America, and that would be considered justified. But let Jewish people say this is unfair, and who gets bashed? They do. Any surprise? Not at all.